Hello, everyone. Welcome to, my another in the car segment of what I'm thinking. Quick thing. We're getting almost to the mid part of the season. 2 games away from that. 2 big games away from that. With North London Derby and the Manchester United match coming up. Big games. We are sitting 44 points, 17 games in. One of the things that I was just thinking about in my ride into work today is that we are this is eerily similar to me anyways as the City game that we had last season, where in the first half, for me anyways, it was like some of the best football we had played under Arteta in terms of what is our style and how does it look when it's working, and it worked really well in that first half. And we're doing that right now. This is as best as it's going to get. This is the best it's been done. Why not? So I'm looking at it like that. And now the next step is we're gonna go into halftime soon, right? It's gonna These next 2 matches take us to 19 games. If we're able to get points in both of them, we will stay in top of the league no matter what happens behind us. We get some wins. We push ourselves, continue to keep ourselves with a bit of a gap there. That'd be really nice. So, that's what I'm looking for. Even if we fall flat in our face in the next 2 matches, which could happen, it wouldn't be a surprise if it happens. I'll be disappointed, of course, but it wouldn't be a surprise because of the way we had played so far. I mean, we've got 1 loss in the first 17 games. I mean, what more do you want? Is it 1 loss? Yeah, 1 loss. So we're doing pretty well in that sense. So, but if we, like I said, we're getting almost to the halfway point. You couldn't have scripted it any better than we have it right now. In that City game, if you remember, we played really well. There was points where you thought we would have been able to get 2 goals in, I think it was at that point, and we just didn't do that. And that was a difference in the match, because in the second half, right, you want to continue and do the same things, but the other team also wants to stop you. And that's where we are, at the after that Manchester United match. We're going to be in the same situation. Team is going to be looking at us. All right, it's coming to the second half of the season, coming to the end of the season. Will Arsenal fall again? And we just have to be not cautious of, but be aware of what's going to happen. We will have struggles. We will have injuries. We will have suspensions, most likely, probably. I always talk about those are the 3 key things that can derail a season like we're having, where we don't have the depth, and that's why this January window is important for that. But also, if you get lucky, if you're lucky enough that the injuries don't affect you as much. So far, we've had one major injury, hasn't affected us. We should be fine. But the one thing that I'm also noticing is that we do have some reinforcements, even if they are not new players coming in. They're players we already have, right? Milsroof Rowe, if he continues to get healthy and continues to play and give us minutes, and maybe even start some matches later in the season, that will help us. Reece Nelson, we haven't heard from him. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about him, so that could be good or bad. We'll find out. Jesus hopefully will be back, but also Fabio Vieira. I'm hoping that the reason why we got him, we get to see why. We see little glimpses of him. We saw that in the last match, first half, not so good. Second half, he started to open up, and I don't know. I hope that's not just because the subs were coming in, but because he needs to be able to do certain things without this having to bring on subs, right? There needs to be glimpses of what he can do, and he's shown us that he can put a ball in a spot for us, and so hopefully he will continue to his growth in the team and his ability to do what we know he can do, but we need to see it more. We can see happens, and that would be really good because we need that. Gives us a little bit of hopefully some rest for our starters with Milsroof Rowe eventually, but Fabio's here now. Marquinhos, I don't think is going to contribute as much. I think he's still got some more time. So, as I said in the beginning of the season, the signing might be good for the future, but I kind of felt like we needed something for the now. And that's what's going on right now. Mudryk is hopefully a signing for the now, even though I feel like this could be just another Erdogan situation where we don't get everything we want from him this half season, but in the summer he'll be ready to go. And I think it's hard for Arsenal to change their ways. So I'm kind of I'm sitting back and going, you know what, they know what they're doing, so I'm going to go with them, even though I have ideas as well. All right, so like I said, think of this game like that City game. First half, we've seen everything we can. This is perfection basically in football based on what we've seen so far. Second half, we need to be able to hold on and continue to do what we've been doing, and hopefully get some answers from elsewhere, because that's going to be key. I think, like I said, if Milsrif Rowe and Fabio Vieira continue to give us more and more in way of performances, then I think that'll be good for us, because we need that up top. We need to be able to rotate some of those players. We need to be able to bring on players at certain points when things aren't going so well. And then hopefully by then Reece Nelson and Jesus will be getting back into the fold, and we will, nothing will have changed in terms of our position. So that's my thought. Quick thought on where we are, what I'm thinking about going into North London Derby. I believe our confidence needs to be really high. It should be really high based on what we've done so far. There's nothing from what we've done in the past that we shouldn't go into that match thinking that we can get something out of it. There's no reason, I understand the aura around playing the North London Derby. No matter what, they're going to come to play. But that's true has to happen for us as well. We need to go into that match thinking, guess what? Those last 17 matches aren't a fluke. There is something behind it. The last time we played this team, right, that wasn't a fluke. We took the game from them, right? They started out strong, but they got what they needed, and we showed them that, no, we got some more too. So that's what I would like to see coming into that match. Then in Manchester United, once again, another kind of redemption, another revenge game. We played the much better game than the last time we played them, and we fell flat in our face in certain situations. We need to do better, and hopefully, they're playing much better at this point in the season from that point of time. So we are being consistent in the way that we play. So, and we're really good at it. So I expect to see a really good match in that one as well. But like I said, midway through the season, if nothing else happened in our favor, we're at still 44 points. That's really good. I'll be disappointed, but we should be able to get points in both of these matches. It'd be nice to get 6 points, but sometimes that doesn't happen. But it's possible for us to get 6 points in the next two very easily. We are, if we continue to do what we've been doing, we'll be fine. So that's what I expect to see. But yeah, this is me, DWTT, coming to you from the car with what I'm thinking. And as I like to say, life is a journey. Don't waste a trip. Enjoy the ride. And I'll see you on the next one. All right. Bye-bye.